What is good, YouTube? Hopefully you're all having a good day. I am back from my 2-week break and I'm glad to be back. Now it's time to get down to business. My very first video of me being back is going to be a new series that I've been wanting to do for the past 2 months now. Yeah, so oddly enough, like 2 months ago, as I was brushing my teeth, of all places, I just had this thought in my mind. What if Deathstroke actually succeeded in his plan in season 2 of Arrow? And that got me thinking, this is a new series I could be making. What if the villain won in a certain TV series or a certain movie? And the first one that we're going to be doing today, of course, by the title of this video, is The Flash Season 1. So let's begin. The villain for The Flash Season 1, as we all know, is actually Eobard Thawne, who is actually the Reverse Flash. Now, let's talk about his central plan. What was his main plan for Season 1? What did he want to do? What did he want to achieve? So the main thing he wanted to achieve was to go back home because he is in the future and he is stuck in the past. He's unable to travel back to his home because he wasn't fast enough, basically. So now let's talk about what he needed to do in order to achieve his master plan. So the first thing he needed to do was kill the original Earth 1 Harrison Wells and make everyone believe that he is the original Harrison Wells of Earth 1, because Harrison Wells in the original timeline, or at least the timeline where Eobard Thawne originated from, was the one who created the particle accelerator that created the Flash. So he needed Harrison Wells, so he became Harrison Wells. So part 2 of his master plan was to actually create the Flash. Then part 3 of the plan was to train the Flash to go faster and faster. And the very final part of Eobard's plan was to get the Flash to help him go back home in his time traveling machine. And by doing so, this will allow Barry to go back in time and save his mother in return. So out of these 4 steps, 3 of them were successful. He successfully trained the Flash to go faster, because we know that Barry, from where he was at the start of the season to where he finished, he wasn't the same. His speed kept on improving and improving. But the only part of the plan that failed was the last part, which was to get the Flash to help him go back home in time traveling machine, and by doing so allowing Barry to save his mother in return. In fact, it succeeded, but it also failed. And the reason why it actually did succeed but yet fail at the same time was because, first of all, Barry did technically help Eobard, at least for the first part, travel back to his home. But it also failed because Eobard never reached home, because Barry never saved his mother. He decided to go against that and come back in time to stop Eobard for traveling back home. So that's why it failed, and that's why it also succeeded at the same time. But what would have happened if the last part of his plan was a success? There are 3 major things that would have happened if the last part was a complete success. The first thing is that we would have gotten Flashpoint a year earlier. Season 2 would have been Flashpoint technically, because if Barry went back to save his mother, of course, that's what he did at the end of season 2. So if he did that a year earlier, then we would have got Flashpoint a year earlier. And maybe we would have had Savitar a year earlier. And then we would have had Zoom in season 3. Maybe. So the second thing that would have happened if the last part of Eobard's plan was a success was that Earth 1 would have been destroyed and sucked into the wormhole that we saw at the end of season 1. And yeah, Firestorm could have probably saved Earth 1 like he did in the original events, but note that Flash, or Barry, needed to stabilize this wormhole for him to make that self-sacrifice and destroy the wormhole entirely. So with Barry gone, with Barry now in the Flashpoint timeline, there isn't anyone else to help stabilize the wormhole. So this one is kind of 50-50. Firestorm could still save the world by destroying the wormhole, or it could go the other way and the wormhole continues and it sucks Earth 1 into the wormhole basically, and the world will be destroyed. And the third and final thing that would have happened if the last part of Reverse Flash's plan was a success Reverse Flash would have either come into a future where the world was destroyed by the wormhole, or he goes into an alternate future where he wins and he lives happily ever after. He's now back home, no more problems. And in season 3, Jay Garrick told Barry that the future isn't set in stone. So a future someone travels to is just a possibility. So there are endless possibilities. And if Eobard's plan was a success, those are the two possibilities I can see him traveling to. So that is what would have happened if the Reverse Flash won in season 1. What do you guys think about this new series? I really hope to make many more videos on this topic. My next one will probably be about Arrow season 1, and then the next one after that will probably be the Flash season 2, and so on. So share your thoughts down below in the comments if you liked it, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends as well. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, turn on the notifications for my subscribers so you don't miss out on my future videos, and I'll see you guys later for more videos.